How can I work and you want me to work and do community service?
Of course. It's yeah, of course. People do that all the time. Ms. Toussaint, you have and have had a let's see here. This is from September of 2021. Did you have a question? You still have the fine. You've never paid the fine. What are we talking about again? Why are we talking again in this case?
Right away, this isn't about whether the defendant owes him money. She admits she does. The real question is whether the court still believes her promises. And that's a huge difference. In court, credibility is currency. If you've broken multiple payment plans before, convincing a judge to give you another chance becomes an uphill battle. Do you think everyone deserves unlimited second chances? Or does there come a point when enough is enough?
Yeah, sorry. They had it locked to where I couldn't unmute, so I think they
Okay.
just fixed it.
So
Um,
you have the fine of $560.
mhm.
Um, yeah. Did you have a question for me?
Correct. I need to get back on a payment plan. I just got a new job. I got my license to sell insurance. So I'll be making pretty good money. And I just want to be able to just take care of the ticket. I need a payment plan because I just started working.
Well, we've given you a payment plan several times. We've had you do community service, or at least allowed you to do community service, and you've never done it. You've never done anything in this case.
Mhm. Well, I
So,
tried to ask for time served when I went to jail and you denied it. So, I mean, I'm trying to take care of it the best way I know how.
well, if you provided me with proof that you were in jail, I would consider that, but you have to provide me with proof that you were there.
Yeah, I did for the one in I don't know if you can see that in front of you, but on I sent you one where I was in jail. I believe it was like April or March, and you honored that one and you closed the one of the tickets out because I originally had two, and then I had requested for time served for the other ticket for when I was incarcerated back in 2022.
Well, if you've submitted that, I've given you credit for the time that you qualified for, and so
Mm-hmm.
um, yeah, you still have a fine of $566. When can you pay that?
So I have a question. So can I not the paperwork from Carrollton, is that not valid? I just want to understand.
Well, I know that you've submitted it, and I've given you, I reviewed it, and I gave you the credit that applied to that case. And so, how long were you in Carrollton?
This is an important legal point that catches a lot of people off guard. Jail credit isn't a buy one, get one free deal. Every day spent in custody is credited at a fixed value toward eligible fines, but it doesn't magically erase every ticket you have. The defendant clearly thought that previous jail time covered both cases, while the judge is explaining why that's simply not how the law works.
Uh, for like a day.
A day.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Well, then you'd only get uh, a maximum of 150 days credit or $150 credit.
Okay, I see. So that applied. So both of those just apply to that one ticket that I had. Is that what
No,
I'm?
you would get, because of the status of the case, you would get
Mm-hmm.
$150 per day credit for the time you served in jail. And if I gave you jail credit on one of the cases,
Mm-hmm.
it may or may not have satisfied that fine. I don't know. I can tell you at this point, you have a fine of $560 that is still outstanding after I considered the jail credit that you submitted.
Yeah, but was that just did that just apply to one ticket or for
It
both?
did. It doesn't, you don't get $150 per ticket.
Okay, got you. All right. Understand. Well, can I split that into maybe Let me see. Let me check the calendar when I would be getting paid. So I will be receiving my first check on the 24th.
Okay.
Can I pay realistically, can I pay 75, because I do have some other outstanding tickets as well that I'm trying to take care of, and I literally just started this job.
Yeah. Well, I I'm not going to set you up on another payment plan because we've done that multiple times, and you just never pay it. And so, if you want to make a payment, you go ahead. But I'm not going to. You still have that warrant outstanding.
Right. That's why I joined, because I drive to work, and then I don't want to risk going to jail, and then now I don't have my job.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm
Yeah.
trying to take care of
It
it.
is a problem, isn't it?
Hmm.
Well, I'm not sure what to tell you. I mean, uh, we've done this multiple times, and I've given you. I'm looking at how many times I've given you the opportunity to do community service, and you say, "Yeah, I'll do it," and then you never do it.
Here's where the hearing shifts. The judge isn't focusing on today's excuse. He's looking at years of history. Courts don't just evaluate what you say today. They compare it against everything you've done before. And once a pattern develops, rebuilding trust becomes incredibly difficult. If you were the judge, would you give one more opportunity, or would you draw the line here?
And I
Well,
mean,
because
in
remember I
in
told you I didn't
23
have
and then
any.
again in 24, we've done payment plans. We've done, I mean, yeah,
Well, I explained to you the situation about the community service because I obviously just had a baby during that time, and I was
during
off
which
work
time?
for a
Do you
while.
have a baby in 23 and 24?
Well, I have two kids, but at the time when I got stopped, I was pregnant, and then I had my child, and then I requested community service but couldn't do it because I can't obviously do community service and take care of my kid. And I've explained that to you, and you were, understanding, but that was the
I
only
was.
situation.
I've worked with you multiple times, multiple. When I recognize your name, I've dealt with you a long time, and I've dealt with you multiple times, and it just unfortunately, you, I hate to say this, but you don't have a real good track record with fulfilling the things you say you're going to do. So,
That's fine, you feel that way. I'm just trying to, take care of this ticket so that I could, be done with it.
yeah, I'd like you to be done with it as well. I would. So, yeah, I, I don't know what to tell you. I mean,
Okay,
I
if I
can,
could try to make a small payment today, will that get me? I can't get stopped. Then I won't be able to take care of the ticket because I'll be in jail, and then I'll have to pay the full amount, and I won't have that because I just started working.
yeah, well, um, yeah, I understand. I just don't know that. But if I recall the warrant again, I don't know how many times we've issued warrants for you, but if I recall the warrant again, I don't have any confidence you're gonna comply with it. And that's the only reason why you and I are talking is because you want a driver's license and I have a hold on it. And we wouldn't be talking if I didn't have that hold because I truly believe that you would just run and hide until you got caught again. And then we'd have the same conversation. I don't know how many times we have this conversation, but we've had it multiple times. And I don't want
Well,
you to, yeah, I don't want you to get arrested. I don't.
yeah, because I drive with my kids. I have to take them to daycare, and then that'll just be too much. Like, I mean, if I didn't care, I wouldn't, be here. I wouldn't be trying to,
Well,
conversate and communicate with you. I
yeah.
think communication is key. They're literally people who don't care, and they wait to get, stopped and arrested. I don't do that. I actually take the time to try to communicate with the courts, and that's with any ticket that I have.
Well, okay. I all right. I hear what you're saying.
Believe it or not, the judge is still trying to leave the door open. He's not saying never, He's saying, show me something real. By asking for a $200 payment up front, he's looking for proof of commitment instead of another promise. It's a practical test. Actions first, leniency second.
So yeah, if you can make I'm a $50 to $75 payment, that's not gonna do it. And so if you can make you have a fine of $560, if you can make a $200 payment, I'm willing to do it. But at this point, I'm not, because we've done this so many times.
Yeah, I don't have 200. I just started working.
Okay.
I don't get paid until the 24th. And I literally drive from Grand Ferry all the way to Westlake every day. I have to drop my kids off at daycare. Then I have to drive to work. That's risking me getting stopped by the authorities and going to jail, and then I won't be able to take care of it.
Well, I'm familiar with how a warrant works. And I'm sorry that you're in that situation, but we've done this so many times. And I've given you the chance to do community service multiple times. And I have yet to see an hour of community service you've submitted.
Right, but how can I do community service if I had a baby? I didn't have anyone to watch my child. And I discussed that to you multiple times. Every time you asked me, I said, "Well, I don't have childcare." And you would even probably sometimes heard my child in the back. You even made a statement and said if something's going on with my kid because I'm always with them. So, but I don't have daycare. Now I just have daycare because I have a job, I have people helping me trying to get back on my feet.
Well, are they able to watch the child while you do community service?
I can't because I'm working. I just started working. How can I work and you want me to work and do community service?
Of course. Yeah, of course. People do that all the time.
Okay, yeah, if you're willing to give me the community service, fine, I'll do it.
Ouch. That may be the toughest sentence anyone can hear in court. I don't believe you. Once a judge openly questions your credibility, every future request becomes harder to win. This isn't about personality. It's about a documented history of missed obligations. Trust takes years to build, but only a few broken promises to lose.
I, Ms. Toussaint, I don't believe you.
Well, you just asked me if someone would be willing to watch my kids.
But yeah, what I'm saying is I don't believe what you tell me. I'm sorry, but I've done this so many times with you, and you've told me you're going to do something, and you rarely do it. Now, I'm glad you're here today. Glad you're coming up. That you appear, you appear in court. I'm glad that you're trying to get this resolved. But yeah, but I'm sorry, but I'm not going to continue to do this over and over and over. I'm just not. So I have given you the opportunity to do community service. I've given you the opportunity to do a payment plan, and the multiple times I've done it, you just don't respond. And so it, you pay the $200 is what I've told you I would be willing to do to put you back on a payment plan. If you can, the people that are helping you, perhaps you can contact them and let them know that this crazy judge in Louisville is preventing you from getting your license, and he won't help me until I pay $200. But that's really not the case. I've tried to help you multiple times, and so if you're willing to, if you can come up with the 200, I'm willing to recall the warrant and try one more time to put you on a payment plan. Okay. I'm not, I don't know what else to say to you.
Okay.
Yeah. Um, so if you would like to, if you'd like to do that, then
Yeah, I can't do anything until the 24th.
okay. Well, then come back when you can, and we'll talk again. Okay.
I can't just make the payment to I can't take off from work. I can't just call in and make the $200 payment.
No, because I don't know when you're going to do that.
That'll be on the 24th.
Maybe.
Okay, so let's just say I miraculously call on the 24th and say I have the $200. Will they
I'm
be able
not
to
going to,
accept
yeah,
that?
I'm not going to make that. Yeah. If you appear in court and you're willing to pay it that day, I will consider it. But other than that, I'm not going to recall the warrant. I'm not going to do anything until I know that day we're going to do it because I've done it.
Yeah, but on the 24th is on a Friday. You
Yeah,
guys
we
don't
don't have
even
court
do,
on a Friday.
yeah, so I mean, I can make the payment on Friday, on the 24th.
Okay. Well, if you'll go ahead and do that, make the payment on the 24th, and then you can try to contact the court. We have a walk-in court on Monday, and we have a virtual court on Thursday. So if you want to make the payment and then contact me, then I'm willing to. I see that you've done it. I'm willing to consider putting you on a payment plan again.
Okay, can I email the court? Like I'm in training. I literally can't take off for this again. Like I can't. Can I make the payment and then email the court, say, hey, Judge Brian, I made that payment. Can you consider reinstating the payment plan?
In the end, nobody really won this hearing. The defendant didn't get the immediate relief she wanted, but the judge also didn't completely shut the door. Instead, he offered one final path forward. Make a meaningful payment first, then ask the court for another chance. Whether that opportunity turns into a fresh start now depends entirely on what happens after the day's hearing, not what was said inside the courtroom. What do you think? Was the judge being fair, or should he have shown more flexibility? Let us know in the comments.
Well, we'll see. You make the payment and we'll talk.
Okay, that sounds good.
Okay.
All right,
Good luck to
thanks.
you.